Alright, motherfuckers, how you guys doing on this Tuesday, December 5th, 2023? MOD coming at you with another fucking video, as always, coming to you from the MOD crypt. If you missed anything in the past while the I bring it down, it's going to pop up in the corner of your screen, those annotations, a list of videos is going to come down. Get caught up, I'd really appreciate it. I want to congratulate Barry and Rich of That Goat Metal Show on hitting 600 subscribers. Make sure you go subscribe to my brothers, Barry and Rick, the silent producer, over at That Goat Metal Show. Also, Drucifier, Mordant Red. I'll be collaborating with Drucifier in the very near fucking future, so look forward to that. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for all notifications so you don't miss a fucking thing. MOD, giving you only the real elite underground raw fucking intolerance. Welcome to Album Review Tuesdays here on the channel, and today we're doing a review of an amazing New York death metal elite OG, one of the bands that helped to pioneer New York death metal, forming in 1988, and this was a request by Channel Member Josh Dominus with Immolation-Close To A Below. Really great fucking album. Now, Close To A World Below was released in 2000 on Metal Blade Records. Now, the album is also regarded as one of their best, and upon listening to it, yeah, it's pretty damn good. It's their fourth release. They do have three which came before it, making this album number 4. But what we get here is some pretty stellar material from these New York death metal maniacs. So for the lineup on A Close To A World Below, we have Ross Dolan bass vocals, Robert Vigna on guitars, Tom Wilkinson on guitars, and Alex Hernandez doing the drums. Alright, without further ado, let's just get into the fucking review. The album opens up with Higher Coward, and there's some really strange, freaky, ominous guitar riffs going on to start it off that almost have like a ambient, eerie keyboard effect. I'm guessing that's due to the pedal work that comes off with a spoken word intro that just lasts for a few seconds, and then bang! We are treated to some neck-breaking blast beats and sonic low-end, grueling guitar work that's followed by some savage low-end and growling vocals. However, the lyrics can be heard perfectly, which is definitely a high point of Ross's vocals, and the drum work is amazing. You got blast beats, which come in so fucking intensely, and they're followed by some very intricate time changes and shifts pretty randomly, which helps to elevate the intensity and overall brutality of this opening track. And there's a nice paced groove, mid-paced groove that comes in with a powerful dynamic and shift in tempo and pace. The production, pretty nice and muddy. Not nice, but you get what I mean. It's very muddy, adds to that like really awesome death metal atmosphere. Pretty fucking great opening track. Alright, next up is Father, You're Not a Father, and this one starts off with some incredible fucking brutal crushing guitar with some electrifying leads and powerful double bass drumming as it bellows forth with a demonic thunderous presence, annihilating every holy sense of light and divine false Christian doctrine in sight. This track has some of the best riffs on the record, and the emotion and messages are definitely felt on this track, with a lot of profound emphasis that's found throughout, as well as the pummeling drumming guitars, bass, and vocals, and has a really great atmosphere to add to that brutal assault, which will have you headbanging like a madman for years. Great fucking track as well. Next on the album, we have Furthest From the Truth, and this one is fucking brutal, man. It begins with blasting, cacophonic, skull-blasting intensity as the demonic forces within the atmosphere of the guitars take over and destroy your fucking soul. The crushing blast beats and heavy as fuck double bass really do their intended jobs here and completely annihilate all of your fucking senses. Ross's vocals are unhinged as a completely demonic lunatic who's on the verge of homicidal frenzy and psychotic breakdowns of rage and destruction, and the music certainly carries this message and power along with it, with that lyricism that just makes Immolation one of those great DM bands that actually have depth and meaning in their art, and this fucking track is killer as hell. Next we go into A Fall From Grace, and this is another brutal fucking attack on all the senses. violently relentless with some incredible heavy brutal drum work that reaches levels of inhuman speeds and incredible precision and timing that lends itself to elevate the fucking savagery, and the visceral violence in those demonic guitar riffs come unhinged like a hell beast that has just crawled forth from the mouth of hell to devour the souls of the holy, divine, light-bearing sheep of the earth. This is definitely the visions and emotions that I get throughout the track, and upon initial listenings, it sounds like an apocalyptic catastrophe with the sky above raining blood and hellfire. Absolutely incredible killer shit. So let's check out some Immolation here on MOD. Enjoy. And guys, we are back. Now next up we have Unpardonable Sin, and I really love the way this track opens up with screaming, soaring guitars that create a fucking incredible, demonic, intense epic atmosphere as it completely demolishes you with intense speed and tempo shifts, ranging from full-on brutality to illustrious grooves, with amazing hook-inducing memorable riffs to go along with those incredible drum beats and immaculate time signature shifts that Alex is such a fucking expert at crafting with his manic sense of songwriting, which creates an even more impressive and awesome listening experience. The soaring guitar leads really give it a boost in terms of atmosphere and intensity as well. This is another killer fucking track. Next up is Lost Passion, and this one starts off with a bit of a mid-tempo kind of romp and stomp before it kicks the shit out of you and your skull with some intense groove-laden crushing riffs and awesome fucking drumming. This one has almost like a death and roll-like feel to it with some doom metal and pacing that really lend to the tempo of the track. And then it just breaks crazy with some hellacious double bass kicks, militant snare work that breaks through that sounds like an anthem of fucking destruction. Really works well to push this track to new heights with very intelligent songwriting and violence. This is a great fucking track. Now we come to Put My Hand in the Fire, and this one is very aggressive, brutal, and uncompromising. This track decimates with incredible blasting cacophonic madness and blistering brutal riffs. And the time signatures and shifting in tempo speeds really elevate it and catapults it into like this bombastic, skull-bashing intensity and brutality. And this track, definitely one of the heaviest on the fucking album, one of the most violent because of those chaotic time signatures that ensue throughout the tempo shifts and varying degrees of intensity and overall aggression. This is another killer track. Closing out the album is Close to a World Below, and man, what a fucking closing track this is, man. This has some of the most intense chaos on the entire record and literally feels like you've passed through the gates of hell and are now burning alive from the inside out. The guitar work, drums, bass, vocals, and atmosphere really combine well to give these kinds of visions and hellacious emotions of pain and torment throughout the album's duration, and it really succeeds in spades at delivering its intended goal, and this is why I love Immolation so fucking much. Overall, this album is pretty fucking killer. Thanks, Josh, for this request. I did enjoy it a lot. The final verdict for Close to a World Below from Immolation is getting an 8 out of 10. Now, it would have got a 9 or even a 10 if the bass on this record was actually audible, which is the only complaint I have about it. You cannot hear Ross's bass very well at all, and it would have benefited so much more from a little bit better mixing when it comes to how the bass was mixed, but that's just my opinion. You might have a different one, that's fine. Hail the fucking underground. Alright, there you have it. Another album review in the books here on the channel. Hope you enjoyed the premiere. If you're new, hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for notifications. New merch. Putting it up on the screen right now. Janelle is working on new designs. Check out that awesome new MOD shirt. Spread the plague. Annihilate the human race. Thank you so much to Barry, Rick, Josh, Justin, and Anthony, who have all bought in shirts. You guys fucking rule. Really appreciate it. She's working on new designs right now. Thank you, Janelle. I love you so much. That is on my Bonfire store right now. All the new merch will be going up on my Bonfire. Bonfire.com/store/music-of-destruction. Go check out all the merch on there. Really appreciate you guys. Join the channel. Become an MOD Elite VIP. Get amazing perks for just $2.49 per month. $4.99 thereafter. Hit that join button. You get access to exclusive content, review requests like you just saw here today, band interviews coming up. Go to Mentis with Barry and the rest of the band members from Go to Mentis, or at least a few of them. That's going to be great. You're also going to get your music promoted on my channel, and you're going to get collaborations and members only live streams here on MOD. Have an awesome night, guys. We'll see you for Album Ranking Wednesdays. Hails, I'm fucking out of here.